Hey guys, I'm Richard Beck with Beck Tools, and in this video I'm going to be running some 4140 quench and tempered on my Sharp SV-2412. This is just a quick intro. The rest of this video we're going to switch over to the raw, unedited, uncut, about 17 to 20 minutes of machining. So here it goes. This should be around 25 to 30 Rockwell, and fingers crossed, should be good. All right, well, let's go. I forgot, we need air blast. Got 38% spindle load. Chips are coming off straw, but they're turning blue as they sit. I guess as long as they're not gray. I did turn it up. I'm running 357 surface feet instead of 300. So last part I ran a little slower on the RPM. I just got hit in the face with a chip because the door's open, and it really wasn't that hot, so. We're only at 17% spindle load. With a welded style tool holder, so the tool can't pull out. I don't have any burrs, so we appear to still be sharp. I turn the feed rate up just a tiny bit, and my chips are no longer blue. Now they are bronze and blue mixed. So by turning the feed rate up a little bit, the chip seems to be a little cooler. Now, because this is not a roughing end mill, I'm going to go ahead and do my finishing pass on the perimeter, and I'm just going to go slower. Hopefully I don't work hard in it because I'm going so much slower. But oh no, those are silver chips. Those aren't even bronze. So because it's such a small step over, I'm getting way less heat. You know, it's not necessarily good, I guess. This is a 1 degree ramp. Pretty conservative. Now this is an adaptive tool path. The first one was just a bored hole. Now this is actually a bored slot. So it's going to go down the same way it would a bored hole, but when it gets to the bottom, it's going to open up a pocket. Once again, 1 degree ramp, really conservative on the ramp. I only have one of these tools, and it's about $80, and I needed this tool to last this job. I can't risk it, and yeah. Might turn the feed rate up just a little bit. Get rid of that squeak. I really don't like that chirp. I think that's because the ramp rates are a little bit low, and when it's entering, it's not going very fast. It's entering the cut a little bit slow because it's a short distance. surface finish looks really good, and the chips are bronze, so it's not getting too hot. Now you do want some color in the chip. If you don't get any color in the chip, that means the heat is staying in the part or in the tool. Because it's a slot, I want to unload that so I don't recut chips every now and again with the blowgun. Clearance is a little bit high. I'm cutting a lot of air. So Gemini said I could go 1.5 degrees or even 2. But once again, I want the tool to last a long time, and plunging, or not plunging, but circular interpolation like this is kind of hard on the end of the tool, so I'd rather take a little bit longer and be able to run a lot more parts. So on this side, the air blast might be able to keep the slot clear. I don't know. But you can see there's no burr visible from this distance, so the tool is still very sharp. That's one indicator when your tool is wearing. First of all, your chips will get hotter, and you'll start to see a burr build up on the part. I think I might have a reduced lead-in feed rate, which is something I need to fix. That's causing that tiniest bit of chatter, that little tiny squeak you hear when it enters the cut every time. Once we finish this roughing, I'm going to go ahead and end the video, just because this is like an hour-long run, and when I got the little tiny end mills and they're taking really small cuts and doing some 3D, that, I mean, will take a really long time. Once again, guys, I don't know everything about machining. I'm just sharing what I know so I can help as many people as possible. Some of you guys know way more than me. Leave your knowledge in the comments below. Let us know the things that I left out. Let me know the things that I've said wrong. It's going to help everybody. I'm not going to be offended unless you're a jerk. Then that'll just really help the engagement. So you can do that too. Now, actually, because this is a bull nose end mill, I am doing some really fine work on the inside there. So I'm machining the shallow areas with this end mill because it has a 30,000 bull nose. Alright, so this is going to be doing 1 thou step over, 1 thou step up. It's going to take a long time to go ahead and finish from this point on. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. If you have any advice, put them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. As always, see you next time.